Old phrases still used today, and their surprising origins. In England, during the Victorian era, poor families would send their children to go around markets and food stands to steal food. These children were sometimes left to get away with it because they were considered to have naught, which back then meant they have nothing. Children who had naught were more likely to be seen as trouble causes. This is where the word naughty came from. In the 1860s in England, football and rugby were two different versions of the same sport. The people who preferred the football version of the sport wanted to stand out, so they created the Football Association. This long word was then shortened to Assoc football, then again to a soccer, then eventually to soccer, hence why the Americans adopted the name soccer and not football. During the Victorian era in the United Kingdom, working-class people were highly taxed. So many people's goal was to try to avoid paying it as much as possible. There was a slang word for tax, which was scot. So anyone who successfully avoided paying tax were considered to have gotten away scot-free. Also in the Victorian era, bakers were required by law to sell a full dozen loaves of bread. Otherwise, they would be punished for potentially ripping off customers. To make sure they never sold any bread short, the bakers would add an extra loaf to be on the safe side. And this is why today a baker's dozen is 13 and not 12. In the early 1800s, rich people would often host dinner parties. If anybody at the party upset the host for any given reason, then the host would serve the unwanted guest a cold piece of meat, which was a polite way of telling them they are no longer welcome. This piece of meat was usually a shoulder, hence why we give the cold shoulder to somebody we would. To dismiss in the 16th century, the popular nursery rhyme called Hey Diddle Diddle originated in England. In the rhyme, it features a cow jumping over the moon as an expression of achievement. So in times of joy, people would refer back to this rhyme by saying they were over the moon. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for new videos.